Hit him again.
I don't know, chat what we should do next. Put it in the chat.
I saw a couple comments right in the beginning before we even began that said, don't mess with Beverly.
I think that's a whole stream.
That's a whole stream. You guys need to understand that I messed with Beverly. And I fucking came correct. That is probably one of my favorite remake that I did. But Rayn saying save it for another day.
That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. We're gonna get some live instrumentation. I think we should try something fun for you, which is to watch our oldest videos ever. The shit that we started with. Yeah. Because there's some shit that's hidden from when we started that you don't even remember that we did. So, yo, chat, you guys don't understand. When we started Sick, like, we were just kids trying to figure out, like, what stuck. And, like, the mask was always there, but the first couple versions of this thing. I want you guys to, go on a little memory trip with us. So, you know what's crazy is that it's a paper mache, bro. We made it out of like the cheapest material because our first idea. But that thing, like, what's cool about it is if you look at it, and you're gonna see in a second, the S was always there. And as we've improved, as we've grown, and then you're gonna see what comes in the future. That's happening soon too. But that S is always there. S on my chest, like on the wall. You know what I mean? Like that will be there forever.
Who is here during the era for the first mask? Put it in the chat. Somebody said the hoodie red lining. You remember that? The red lining on your hoodie?
Oh my god.
Remember that?
Oh my God, you remember that?
Wow, that's an OG right there.
Yo, can we? Oh, I know the perfect video to play to just give ode to that. Is that what we're doing right now?
Remember when you?
Testament to the past.
Can we do that?
Yeah. Remember when you used to wear the freaking $4 Dollarama mitts?
Yeah. Yeah. You remember that?
The $4 Dollarama mitts in your video?
But you know what? I think because I rocked it, like at the time, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, right? So I rocked it with confidence. So people thought it was cool. Now I don't think it's so cool. Now I think it was a stepping stone. But you know, right now we're on this thing right now. We're on this fit right now. So I'm excited for the fans to be wearing, you know, what I'm wearing right now.
Let's see. Let's read these comments right here.
Okay, yeah, interact with the FanSkis.
They still have options at Dollarama. They do.
Dollarama, that's
They
that's
do.
a Canadian
That's
thing,
a Canadian thing. I like this topic because I'm a new fan. Welcome.
Yeah, see the Dollar
Welcome.
Tree,
You
that makes
you
sense, yeah.
you about to go down memory lane with SICKICK and see the history of SICKICK right now. For all the new viewers here, how many people we got in the chat right now? We got 9,000 viewers in here. For the 9,000 people, we're about to go on a trip down memory lane, show you the evolution.
Yeah, and let me say, bro, like this is important for anyone who's looking to do anything that's crazy. When we started this shit, people thought it was the dumbest thing, and we were too naive to know that it wasn't. We just loved it. We thought it was so creative and different. We would never cared what people thought. We just did it, like a man wearing a mask and just kind of doing his thing. And so, you know, to this day, if we hadn't stuck to it, if we weren't naive enough, we wouldn't have done it. And now look, you know, we're just grateful for what the brand has turned into and where it's going, you know.
Oh, what's your favorite color, Sick?
Purple.
Purple.
Someone asked me that?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we gotta do that.
my favorite color is purple, but lately it's become like velvet green and gold. If I ever was to get a Ferrari or a yacht, the first Ferrari has to be red, but the second one, I would make it green with a gold stripe in the center. I think it would be hard as hell.
That's not the first mask.
No, this isn't the first mask. I brought this to show people because I always get the question like, what is this? What is the S on the mask? And is it a snake? Like, is it a lightning bolt? What is it? And the whole, you know, my name is SICKICK. And if you actually turn this mask to the side, it turns into like a kick, a waveform of a kick. So that's kind of what that is and what that represents.
How to beat.
Yo, you remember this?
Okay.
That's crazy. Bro, this is my first remix ever as SICKICK. Do we have this still on the YouTube?
Not public, no.
Oh my god.
Wait. You're about to see why. You guys are about to see why this is no longer public because we grew up. You know what I mean? But here, chat, check this out. This is our first remix ever.
Gained our hearts in vain, we jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell.
Bro, I told you. This mask looks like he got punched in the face. Yo.
Oh my god. You know what's true though? You can still hear the emotion in the music. Like, we had something to prove, and I remember just like it still sounds great, Should we go to another one?
So the next one.
Someone said Danny.
Technically, that was the first one.
You remember that one?
I remember that. But you want me to play that? It's public.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, someone said it's paper mache fam.
Yeah, that's legit paper mache.
Yeah, it literally was. We hit up one of our friends and he said he could make this cool mask, and it turned. This is obviously it turned into this, but the first one, bro, holy.
Okay, so explain.
Yeah. Okay, so.
We won't play too much of this.
So this song went viral, right? This Danny guy, the song "Goodbye," and Just Rayn is a close friend of mine, and I can't honestly remember how the collaboration happened, but I think I said I made a remix of this song. Do you want to just do something on it or jump on it, whatever the case is? And he said, yeah, of course, only if he gets a hold of the actual guy himself and features him in his video. And he did exactly that. And then I wrote a verse, and I sang a verse in the song. And everyone thought it was Danny, which I was like, whatever, who cares?
I gotta make a remix to this, man.
Man, I don't think he'll appreciate that.
Actually, no. I'm down for it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Produce by Did you think about me? 2013 Sick Kid. Just win. For all the broken hearts that got laid. What we gon' do? We gon' say goodbye.
Yo, it still bangs. Shut up. I remember the computer I had when I was making. It was a PC. No, I have no idea. Live in my heart for you. I still remember the verse. My heart for you. Movie tickets for two. Girl, I wined you and dined you. Cause when my time came, I faded out. Ghost. Yeah. This is the verse everyone thought was Danny, but. Yeah, okay, alright. Wow. Jeez, that was a hard one. Crazy.
All right, this one I'm about to click on.
Yeah.
You forgot we did this.
You gotta say that, Rajan.
Oh my god.
Flappy bird. Flappy bird.
Bro.
Yo.
Flappy bird. Flappy bird. Flappy bird.
Oh. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, bro. That was a good. How you been saving these?
Bro, these are in our these are in our YouTube, like in the archives of our YouTube, man.
Keep them in the
Yeah, they're staying in the archives. Trust me, man.
Okay, can I play one?
Yeah.
I want to play. I haven't seen this like in probably 6 years. The first time properly that we ever used the glow in. Someone mentioned the glow in the dark hoodie with the older mask. It was for Survivor. Yeah, you have it. You remember this one? And it was no. And listen to me. It was no. There was no special effects. There was no like any sort of like over budgeted thing. It was one take, and I sat in the center, and all the camera did was go around me. And this was in the beginning stages of our career, and it still got over 1 million views. I remember in a month, and I was like, "Bro, this is so cool! Like the fans are engaging with something special here." Yeah. Can I play it?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Yo. That's. I still live in this house. That's right over there. Hard. Wow. Crazy. That and look, this came out 11 years ago. That's how long we've been doing this shit for, man. Sometimes when I meet fans, they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "Yo, I grew up on your music." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I feel like I started this shit yesterday. So it's nice, you know, it's a compliment. But yeah, it's been some time. We've been doing this for a long time. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, play one or two more, and then I want to watch the Leafs game. Tuesday, bro, please play that. That's one of my favorite to this day. Still one of my favorite verses.
Do you remember when we did a countdown where we did this like weird like we put math in our videos that said like on this day something's gonna happen? Do you remember that? We put it in our countdown video with you made the question mark box or whatever, and this is what we were counting down to because up until this point you didn't sing. And the big thing we're counting down to is Sick is gonna drop a verse for the first time. This is the first time SICKICK sang on camera, yeah, as SICKICK.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are the $1 mitts.
Where'd you find this? Here we go.
If you don't sing the hook of it, you gon' lose me. Bring your friends out sometime.
Woo!
Party every night. Tell me you don't like this life. Keep me out of your mind. You can't bring that up. You ain't here to kill my vibe. And I see you're in love, but there's no place for love in here. I've been down that road, and there's no way I'm getting played again. You can bother me.
G.
Up in the sky. You don't get to touch me unless you can fly. I know for a fact you'd be afraid at these heights, cause there's nothing above me, no reason to love me. So don't try to find me.
Oh my God.
I'm fine being lonely up here. So don't try to find me.
So pretty, man.
Party every night, party every night. Bring another round for me.
Bro, that was so much fun, man. Thank you so much for reminding me of these days. That was the blast from the past, but now it's on to the future. Thank you so much for joining my stream today.
One time the handshake.
One time.
We gotta
teach Jay first.
Yeah, we'll teach everybody.
Yeah,
at the
you
same
gotta
time.
teach me. I've
This
done
is
it
how
before.
we do our handshake. We link the pinkies, right?
Link 'em.
When the time comes out, you shoot 3 times because 3 is the number, right? Then you unlink, you shoot, and you pocket that shit.
Pocket it.
Yeah.
Holster it. You don't want that. You don't want that running around. All right, guys.
Let's go, Leaves.
Thank you so much. Peace. Peace and love. 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 Love it. Love it.